Hello everyone, welcome back to another segment of Help Files. And today's segment we're going to be discussing how to breed a horse for the first time, and this can happen multiple ways. So we're first going to go through how to breed a horse from the public page, the public breeding listings, and we're also going to look at how to breed a horse from a sire or a mare from the public listings, and then one of your own sire or mares together, and then we'll look at breeding a horse from your own breeding barn, both the sire and the mare. But first, before we get into that, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, smash that like button. Helps us out, goes a long way as we try to continue to grow um, recognition for digital downs and get the name out there more. Appreciate it. All right, so obviously you need to be logged in. I say that every time, but always check that. Sometimes people message me and they say they can't do this or they can't do that. Well, you're not logged in. If you're not logged in, then they can't work on any. The site won't allow you to do anything that's account specific. So I'm just going to log in on the top left over here. You can see I'm logged in right now, so it's asking me to log out. If you were not logged in, obviously it would say log in. So from there, we're going to go to the main header. I'm going to go to market, and we're going to look at breed a horse, view public breeders, and this will take us to the public page, public breeding, overview of public breeding, some of the bonuses that are involved with state breds. You can read through this if you want. Not if you want, I strongly advise that you read through that. But anyway, you're going to scroll down here. So the top part of this list here is going to show you the stallions, and if you scroll all the way down, you'll see the mares. So these are all of the stallions and mares that are offered by other members, your peers, and they're offering these horses to you to use for breeding. And this breeding page will cover the date that it was posted, the horse name, the farm that it's currently residing on, which is important to know. Initially, you want to pay attention to the mare, the farm that the mare is on, because that's the future state ID of the foals. All state IDs that are assigned to the foals are going to go by the mare. And in the future, you're going to look for this farm ID for sires or stallions for sire bonuses. But that's a later video. Who currently owns this retired horse? Its running record, and then some data that we covered in another video on how to read a pedigree. This information is here, which we won't cover now. If you were interested in knowing about earnings per share, earnings per foal, earnings per offspring, earnings per race, all that stuff is in our pedigree video. I believe that's help video 8. And lastly, the most important thing at the current time is the fee. This is the fee that the stable, Tumbleweed Ranch, is charging to use this stallion for breeding. $2,500, which is $2.50. And you can see there's one below it for $21,000, which is $21. So you'll see the fees here. You want to be mindful of that. There is a fee to breed the horse, a site fee, and then obviously it'll calculate any fees on top of that. So, for instance, this secret money is $2,500 fee, 2,500 credits, which is $2.50. So, I think we're going to select this sire to get started, and then we'll come back and we'll select a mare, because this first portion of breeding is going to be strictly on how to breed two horses on the public page. So both the sire and mare will be from the public page. So when you go through and you find a horse that you like, you say, okay, you know what, I'm going to try this sire. I looked into all the information. Again, we're not going to cover all the information on what to look for in this video. It's just strictly just the process of breeding. So we're going to go ahead over here. This green S is select. So you're going to select secret money as the sire. And what it's going to do, it's going to take you to the breeding page. Okay. And on this breeding page, it's going to cover some basic information similar to the public breeders page, but it'll also show you the base breeding fees. These are the base breeding fees that you'll be charged for breeding this horse based on the state ID. So New York is $8, California is $7, Pennsylvania is $7, Florida is $7, and Kentucky is $10. That's a base fee. That's going to be there no matter what, based on the mare. Okay. So we didn't select a mare yet. We selected a sire. Now, from here, you have options, which we'll get into later, but we want to go ahead and go back to the public page and select an outside mare. So this button here, select outside mare, will take you back to the public breeders page but for the mare specifically. Okay, so we'll click on select outside mare. Okay, and these are all the mares that are available to breed with. All right, so we have a full list here. Again, same exact thing: date posted, the name of the horse, the owner, all the data, and the fee. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to select. We're going to select this mare here, stars aligned. Okay, and again, you go to the green button. You're going to hit select, and now it takes you back to the breeders page again. Okay, and now you can see that you have both the outside mare, stars aligned, and the outside sire, secret money, all set up, ready to go for breeding. Okay, it's queued up basically. Okay, now you don't have to select the state farm because you're using an outside combination, and they're already at farms. Okay, so it's, when you do public breeding and you breed from the public listing, it's not going to limit you by farm. You can basically choose any horse you want, but just remember that the foal state ID is going to be determined by the mare. In this case, the mare is stars aligned. The foal will be born and will automatically be tagged as a New York state bred horse because the mare is at a New York bred farm. Okay? Remember, it doesn't go by the mare's state bred ID. A mare can be a New York bred, but it's where the mare resides. The mare currently is residing at a New York farm. Therefore, any foals from that mare will be a New York bred. Okay? So it's covered again. So we already know the fees here. It's a New York bred mare, so it's going to be a New York fee. It's going to be $8 plus the $5 plus the $2.50. Okay? So you're looking at $15.50 all in to complete this breed. Okay? Now, this here is optional, pay championship fee, and we'll cover this in another video. If you want to click this, you're already paying your championship fee, meaning it's going to be BC nommed. It's going to be eligible to race in the cash added stakes racing program right away. There's no other fees to get into it besides the entry fee. So you pay this fee up front. If you don't pay it up front, it's a larger fee down the road. So let's say you don't choose this option, you end up with a very good racehorse, and you want to enter it into the BC Stakes Series. You will be asked to pay a championship fee, and it'll be more expensive at that point in time. It is highly recommended to check this box off. This $1 is what it is, can actually be used with bonus credits. Bonus credits are not the same as cash credits, so again, we can cover that in another video. But if you choose to check this box, it'll look first to see if you have any bonus credits available to pay for this. If you don't, then it'll hit your cash balance. Okay, so right now we're not going to check this off. Okay, like I said, the fees, the base fee, New York $8,000. You know that by the mare's farm ID is New York, and the fee for the public breeding fee is $5,000. The public breeding fee is $2.50. Now, since you're all set up and ready to go, you simply just click the breed button. Okay, and if the mare and sire have enough breeds available, it will produce a foal as soon as you click this breed button, and your account will be charged $15.50, which is the total amount above. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click breed. We produced a foal. It's a colt, and as you can see here, it's a colt. It's 2 years old. All of our horses are born at this time of the year as 2-year-olds. The sire Seeker Money, you know that. That's what you selected. The dam is Stars Align. That's what we selected. It was a New York bred. It was a New York farm. And this foal will be a New York bred. So at that point, your horse is born. And you can rename this horse. You can leave it unnamed at this moment. That's just what we'll do. And submit name. And it'll basically leave that horse unnamed in your stable. Okay, that's actually not the one. Let's go down one more. This right here, unnamed, this is the horse we just bred. And you go, and this is the horse stats page. Okay, And the horse, and again, you can go from there to training, renaming, just check out some of the other videos. They'll teach you how to do all those things. But that's the process. Is pretty easy. So let's now that you know how to do that, let's go back in and actually choose a horse from the public list along with a horse from our own breeding barn. So let's go pick a sire from the public list and a mare from our own breeding barn. So we'll go back to market, go to breed horse, view public breeders. Okay, we're going to select a sire from this list here. So we'll select something rather inexpensive. Let's see if we can find something here. Let's go Tri-City Stables and pick this one here, Fusiyaki Island. So we'll select this sire. Now again, it takes us to the breeding page. All right, now we're actually going to use our own mare. Okay, so we'll go to, it says right here, in stable mare, not select outside mare, in stable mare. Drop down box shows no horses. Why? Because we have to select which farm we want to take a look at for our mares. So let's go to Pennsylvania. Now it'll refresh, okay? And now in stable mare you'll see is open. Now we can select one of these mares. Okay? So let's select brake noise. Okay? So she is a PA bred. Okay? So you know that the PA fee is going to be $7. Okay? So $7 plus the breeder fee of $3 for Fusiyaki, right? Again, just like the previous setup, we're now set up ready to go. We have a horse in each spot. In stable mare is brake noise. Outside sire is Fusiyaki Island. Okay? Now, you know that once you have this set up like this, you're able to breed. Okay? So let's go ahead and breed. As soon as we breed and hit this button, it's going to produce a foal. Well, this is telling us that the dam has reached a breeding limit of 15. Okay? So that means that dam can't be used. Okay? So we got to let's go try another setup here. Market, breed a horse, view public breeders. We're going to select this Fusiyaki horse, okay? Takes us to the breeding page. We're going to select Pennsylvania for the mare. Select another mare from Pennsylvania. So let's go the voucher. So we have an in-stable mare, the voucher, and a public sire, Fusiyaki Fusiyaki Island. So we've produced a foal. So we've produced a foal using an outside sire and an inside mare. Outside sire was Fusiyaki, inside mare was a voucher. Okay? And again, this takes you to this horse stats page. You can see none of your other options are available until you either name the horse or leave the horse unnamed. So again, we'll leave the horse unnamed. We'll just remember the number, 14499. Okay? And if we go back to 14499, which is right here, you'll see that the horse is a PA bred horse. It's already tagged PA because the mare was PA. And now it's opened up. You're on the horse stats page and you can train the horse, rename the horse, do whatever you want to do with the horse. Okay? So now we've done it with a public sire, public mare. We've done it with a public sire and an in-house mare. Now let's go breed a horse with both the sire and mare from our own barns. Okay? So we're going to go back to market. We're going to go breed a horse. Okay? And you can just click breed a horse. Okay? Let's do that again. Remember, if you're doing in-house, if you're only using your own horses, you can go to breed a horse. You don't need to go view public breeders because you're not using a public breeder. You can just click breed a horse. Okay? Which will take you to that same breeding page, okay? Or you can go breed, scroll down, go over here to quick breed. And it'll take you to your breeding page. So either way, it will take you right to your own breeding page for your barn. So now that we're here, same thing applies, right? Same base breeding fees. And now we have to select a farm, okay? Because we're not using an outside mare and we're not using an outside sire, right? So, and you can see there's nothing available to choose from because we haven't chose a farm. So let's choose a farm. Let's go back to Pennsylvania. It's going to refresh, and now you'll see that both of these boxes have opened up. and we have to select a mare and a sire. So now we're going to go select Tune Up as the mare. And since we're in the Pennsylvania farm, we know the foal is going to be what? The foal is going to be a Pennsylvania bred, okay? Because it's based off of the mare, and that's where we picked the mare from. Now, if we choose a different state for the mare, then that mare, the foal ID will then would change as well. But right now, we're in Pennsylvania farm, Pennsylvania mare, so the foal will be a Pennsylvania foal. Now let's go into our sires that we have standing in Pennsylvania. Let's go look at Cocoon. Okay, so this is in-house breeding, right? We're in our own breeding barn. We picked a farm to choose from, Pennsylvania. These are the horses that are populated, that are residing at this farm. We chose Tune Up as the mare, and we chose Cocoon as the sire. Okay. We're not choosing an outside. You know, we already chose our sires in farm, so we're not going outside. This time we'll pay the championship fee, and we're getting ready to breed. Again, we're all set, ready to go. We have a horse lined up in this slot, a horse lined up in this slot. We paid the championship fee. We're ready to breed. As soon as we breed, we will produce a foal that will be Pennsylvania bred. It says the dam has reached a breeding limit of 15. So we have to choose another mare, basically. So we'll go back in. We're going to select Pennsylvania. We're going to select a mare. That's not the other one. We're going to go back to, we're going to try the voucher. Select the stud. We'll go back and choose Cocoon again. So the same process again. Horses are available. Pay the fee. Ready to go. Breed the horse. And we produced a foal. It's that easy. Okay, again, we can't do much with this page other than rename, or either than name or leave unnamed. So we'll leave it unnamed. The horse number is 14,500. We'll go back into, this is now your stable page. We'll go find the horse, 14,500. And as you can see, the horse name is still unnamed, but you see the tag. It's a state bred, Pennsylvania state bred foal, based off of the mare being PA bred. Okay? So, and again, the page opens up for you to, do whatever you want to do with the horse. And that's it. So fairly simple here. There's, those are the 3 ways to breed a horse. And, there's other ways to acquire a horse, but we're going to get into those videos later. There's vouchers, there's public sales, there's sales ring, and we're going to cover each one of those individually. This is specifically just for breeding, direct breeding a horse. So, again, we went to market, breed a horse, viewed public breeders, and we can make selections off of this page, or we can go market, breeding a horse, right directly to our own breeding, where we select farms. And then once we select a farm, like for instance, we'll choose Kentucky. Once we select Kentucky, the box is opened up. Then you can see all the horses you have standing at Kentucky. Okay? I can choose outside farm as well. I guess I should cover that right now. So let's choose that. So you can choose a horse outside of the farm. So for instance, we chose Pennsylvania, right, as a state farm. What mares and sires we have standing in Pennsylvania. That's all it's showing us, right? Look at all the horses. These horses here, these sires, are all standing in Pennsylvania, okay? But what happens if we want to use a horse outside of the farm, right? So in this case, let's go ahead and select the voucher again as the mare, but we don't want to use one of these sires in Pennsylvania. We want to use one of these sires outside of Pennsylvania at another farm. So let's use a voucher as the mare out of Pennsylvania, and we're going to choose outside of the farm, and we're going to choose Biandetti and this horse here, Biandetti. So when you choose outside farm, it's going to give you all the horses that you have available to you for breeding. Okay? So in this case, we're going to choose Biandetti. Okay? That's the horse now we're using. We're not using this in-stable sire in Pennsylvania. We've chosen below here an in-stable sire out on an outside farm. Same thing, we'll pay the championship fee this time, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and breed. And it produced a foal. And as you can see, the sire's Biandetti. That's the one we chose that was an outside farm. So we used a New York sire with a mare from Pennsylvania, and it produced a Pennsylvania foal. So again, we'll go down, leave unnamed for now, submit the name. It's 14501. We'll go inside 14501. And you can see it's a PA bred with a New York sire and a PA mare. Okay? And then you're free to do whatever you want to do. So I almost forgot that, so I was glad I caught that at the end. So again, when you use them, you can breed using public breeders. We can, which again is just market, breed, public breeders. We can breed with a public breeder, a public sire. So you view public, you can choose a horse from this list here, and then also with a horse from inside your stable. You just have to choose a farm to open it up, right? You can also choose just to breed your own, both sire and mare from your own farm. Just choose a farm, right? And it'll open up your options as far as the mare goes, right? That's the mare, and then you can choose from this point whether you want to do a sire standing in New York or a sire standing in another farm. So sire in New York, it'll give you your horses that are standing in New York, or you can choose outside and then choose from any horse out, from the outside. Now, some people say, well, why don't you just have them all on one list? Well, at some point in time or at different times, the breeding outside of your farm, may have a fee. Right now, there is no fee to breed outside of your farm. It says it right here. Extra fees of 0 will be deducted if you choose outside farm. Okay. In the past, there may have been a small fee to bypass this process and breed out of state. Okay. But right now, that fee is 0. So we're allowing folks to breed out of state, so they can choose. They have to choose a mare from a farm, right? And then they can choose a sire from that's standing in the same farm, or a sire from outside the farm. I hope that's not too confusing, but once you get through the process, you'll kind of understand. You do it once or twice, so you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. But it's really simple to breed a horse. Just and it kind of explain the fees involved. Don't forget about this paid championship fee. Because if you have bonus credits, even if you have a nice little balance in your account, you're better off checking this off and choosing this fee now than doing it later. And if you decide not to do this all the time, the first time you get a horse that's eligible to run in those big races, and you have to pay the other fee, you'll probably never miss this again. You'll always leave this checked. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this this video on breeding. The next couple of videos probably will be around, also involving acquiring horses on digital downs. The different ways to acquire a horse. This is one way. Breeding your own stock. We're going to get into a separate video just on using the sales ring. A separate video just on the public sales page, and maybe even talk about the auction. So just to cover properly each way to acquire a horse. All right. This one was breeding your horse on your own, and hopefully it was helpful. And thanks for watching the video. Again, guys, if you're new here, please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Please smash that like button. It's really important with the YouTube algorithms. And I'll talk to you guys soon.